Are there any left?
There may be one.
Okay, so it's a 4K transfer. It might come with a slipcase and a booklet.
Shut up and take my money!
So it seems like the Arrow sale has captured everybody's attention and we're all on there just throwing money at the company. But we're getting fantastic products in return for that. So I had a good response on that video. Lots of people wanted to see more recommendations. I've got another 12 for you this time. And somebody asked the question yesterday how many Arrow titles I have. Thankfully, I have them logged on a little spreadsheet, and I double checked it. I have 396.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
And it will be over 400 by the time my sale order arrives, which has been sent out already. So let's dive in yet again with some £5 titles that you may be able to get. And I say may because these things seem to be going out of stock, coming back in. You know, if you can get hold of them, take them where you can. First up, we've got Remo Williams, or Unarmed and Dangerous. I've loved this film since I was like a wee guy. Well, I'm still quite wee. Yeah, since I was a teenager, younger than that maybe. It's just ridiculously fun. You've got Fred Ward as this policeman who gets almost killed but recruited into a secret assassin group, goes on missions. It's fun. It's all about him learning martial arts with this fantastic teacher that he has. It's just one of these 80s classic movies that they just don't make anymore. Next up, we have Ronin, which is Robert De Niro and a fantastic cast of characters. It's a heist movie. It's undercover. It is a mystery movie. It has some fantastic car chases in and around France over these cobbled streets that are wonderful. And it's just one of these really great movies. It's from a 4K transfer. There's a bunch of extras on this, and I think it's one of John Frankenheimer's best movies. And the last up for the £5 range, and one that's definitely coming and going, is Porky's. Another one that I discovered in the late 80s and I watched countless times. It is riotously funny. I think coming at it in this day and age may not be as appropriate as it once was allowed to be, but I still think it's incredibly funny. I love the group of characters. It went on to become a trilogy of movies, of which neither of the sequels were as good as the first one, in creating characters, forcing in a little bit of overhanded thematics, but an absolute load of belly laughs in it as well, which is well worth checking out. Okay, we're on to the £7.50 titles now, and first up we've got Cohen and Tate, an Eric Red movie with Roy Snyder, Alec Baldwin and a young kid. These are two assassins that are hired to pick up this kid from protective custody, kill everybody that's there, take him to a designated location, get information, kill him, type of thing. But it's so quick paced. It's under 90 minutes. It has fantastic dialogue, great characters, the young kid in it, terrific performance, and it's one of those edge of the seat thrillers that I had just never heard of. One of those discs that I discovered thanks to Arrow, and when I finished it I was like, wow, that was phenomenal, absolutely terrific. Great interplay between the actors, great action, the way it's set up, just wonderful story, really well executed, and just a fun, thrilling film. Next up we have Miracle Mile, one that is easy to bypass on the site if you've never seen it. I had never heard of this one. Most people that have seen it seem to love it. Anthony Edwards and Mayor Wingham star as two, well, what do you say, a budding relationship at the start of this. We're thrown into this character, a little bit wacky, who just sees a woman, instantly attracted, wants to make that connection. And they have this connection. He's supposed to pick her up for a date after having a wonderful day with her. He sleeps through it as his alarm doesn't go off. He panics down to the diner where she was working, and the phone box is ringing. He assumes it might be her, even though he's an hour late. Picks up the phone, and it's a wrong number, and it's somebody that could be from a missile silo saying that the war has started, missiles are on their way to Los Angeles and they've only got hours to get out of there before they die. And rather than fleeing the city, he decides to find his true love and try and escape with her. And it's a wonderful movie just about being in the moment, being with someone you instantly know that you want to be with, not letting anything but pull you back. And what transpires is it gets out of hand, rumour, and all the way through him trying to track down this woman that he's fallen in love with, you get this carnage that's just a backdrop of people just, well, panicking pretty much. And it's just wonderfully set, wonderfully executed, and a really kind of bittersweet finale that I really do just enjoy. Miracle Mile is really worth it at that price. Next up is another Argento movie. This one is Cat O' Nine Tails. One of my favourite things about giallo movies is the strange pairing of main characters. Usually you have this mismatched pair who are trying to track down the killer, find out what's going on. This one you get a blind puzzle maker, which is just wonderful, and a journalist as well. But it's just such a great pairing, and you get this wonderful story of having heard somebody, the killer, what they're taking people down, how they're going about their business. It's wonderfully staged, and it has this really exciting finale in it that I don't know if it's fully 100% rewarding because of what transpires. It's probably more realistic that way, but it is an exciting movie. One of the best giallo movies, one of Argento's better movies as well. I really enjoy Cat O' Nine Tails. The last up is a movie that you may not have heard of before, and that is Catfight, Anne Heche versus Sandra Oh. This is really an interesting movie because it's basically about these two characters, and they've had a bit of a history. They were at college together, and their life is just kind of taking separate routes. And you see one of them who is a waiter at a private party, the other one who's a guest who's doing pretty well. They bump into each other and they have a knockdown, dragged out fight. It is rather elongated. One ends up in hospital and things transpire. It jumps to a point in the future where roles are almost reversed. They have another dragged down knockout fight. Then it jumps a period of time and we get another fight. Primarily it's a movie in 3 acts, and the 3 acts are fights, elongated fights of just brutality as these two women just kick the crap out of each other, trying to overcome their kind of issues and problems. Wonderful film. It's not one that you're going to rewatch constantly. It's £7.50. It's a real oddity, I'd say, in the Arrow collection, but it's a wonderful one. The next up here, I've got some limited editions. Now, they're all sold out, but you can get the regular edition, so it's pretty much the disc and the content you get with it. You know, big hitters as well, these movies. ROBOCOP is a movie that if you haven't seen, you must see it. It's wonderful. 4K transfer, fantastic amount of extras, 2 cuts of the movie. It's just tremendous, quotable, endlessly rewatchable, and a movie that just, it marvels me that we don't get anything like this anymore, and just how fantastic it really was. Another one that's just terrific, NIGHTBREED, again another 4K transfer. It has a couple of cuts as well, but unfortunately we don't get the Cabal cut with it, but again you get loads of extras going into the making of this one. The sheer freedom that the makeup artists had to create these wonderfully strange creations. I love NIGHTBREED. I think it's one of the most creative movies that turns into a redneck versus monsters finale that just probably isn't the most fitting ending, but damn, it's so fun, so much fun just watching that carnage that goes on. Finally, we have WATERWORLD within the £10 range, and this I'm going to highlight this one because the regular edition comes with 2 cuts of the movie again, and the theatrical cut, fine, perfectly. The Ulysses cut is amazing and adds so much to the movie and just makes it immensely better. I love the fact that a lot of this movie was done practically. They had these monstrous sets that are just gargantuan. It would never be done today, and there's probably part of the reason as to why the budget was as massive as what it was. Ridiculously strange movie that I find fantastic, really rewatchable. The 3-hour runtime zips by. It's just a great film. And last, we've got a set that these are movies I discovered a long while ago, and they are in a condensed box set, which is the 4 film noir classics. Is being reissued. You can buy the movies separately, but it's better value if you just pick up all 4 great noir movies if you're into that. The extras on this are kind of wonderful. They've got it's DVD ROM content, which is basically 4 radio plays. It's got new writings on the film as well, because this one comes with the books, and the movies have just like so much information, and it's like a treasure trove as you dive into these movies. Unfortunately, they keep recommending more movies throughout the extras that you want to pick up and you want to check out, and it's just such a fun package. I'd suggest picking up all 4 if noir is something that you're interested in. If there's only 1 or 2 that you want to pick up, then there's some big hitters in there as well. Probably Fritz Lang's Beyond the Door is probably the biggest one in the collection, maybe. So there we have it, another 12 titles that I'm going to enable you to go and spend your hard-earned cash, because I've kind of spent all I have, which is really unfortunate. A small sale order this time, but I hope you pick up some wonderful things. I hope you like some of these movies that I've picked up this time.